So what does a marketing strategy really accomplish? A marketing strategy helps you to identify the best ways to reach your audience and increase your return on investment. It also keeps your business consistent and relevant. My name is Ray Valentine, and I'm the Senior Marketing Strategist at Ironside. I'm going to be talking to you about everything you need to know to strengthen your brand and change the course of your business through smart and strategic marketing investments. So let's talk about the importance of a marketing strategy. So a marketing strategy lays the blueprint for all of the activities that need to take place to grow your business. It also aligns your team to specific goals and ties all of your efforts to business objectives. Here are the four most common marketing mistakes. Number one, spray and pray. This is where you're partaking in random marketing initiatives that don't really have an end goal and kind of hoping for the best. You're posting on social inconsistently, sending out some flyers to a target audience that you haven't really defined, and it's really sporadic and you're just hoping for the best. Number two, the one-man show. An effective marketing communication structure takes an entire team to develop and execute properly. If you've ever been a one-person marketing team, you know what it feels like to have all of the responsibilities thrown on you and expected to produce results efficiently. It's near to impossible. Number three, single-channel white noise. This is where you're running the exact same advertisement in the exact same publication or channel month after month and year after year. This makes your brand look very fatigued and irrelevant. After a while, people just stop listening. It's not effective at gaining people's attention. Number four, word of mouth warriors. Depending on word of mouth marketing to grow your business is a pretty dangerous tactic. Word of mouth marketing serves a great purpose and it's very effective. However, if you're only depending on that to grow your business, you're taking yourself out of the driver's seat on what you want people to think, feel, and believe about your brand. You're essentially putting your brand's values and promises into the mouths of strangers. Developing an effective marketing strategy begins with defining and identifying your target audience. Number one, who are they? You need to figure out who it is that you're going to be reaching and talking to. This is what we call market segmentation, where you're defining your audience based off of their demographic, geographic, behavioral, and psychographic qualities. These are things like age, gender, income, where they're located, what their interests are, what their pain points are, their employment, their personality, their mentality. There's so many different things for you to consider when thinking about who your audience is. And if you're having any trouble doing this, download Ironside's Buyer Persona Worksheet. It'll help. Step two, when defining your audience, is to figure out how to talk to them. So how do you do this? Well, figure out what problem you're solving for your audience. Think about their biggest pain points. Think about what they would achieve after you solve their problem, and consider what do you do to make their life better. This is going to help you figure out how you create value for your audience, which is something called brand value messaging, which we're going to get into in a little bit. And step three, when it comes to defining your audience, is to figure out how you reach them. So what marketing channels do you need to activate in order to get in front of your audience? This is done through selecting marketing channels. Any successful marketing strategy is distributed amongst a multi-channel campaign. So let's talk about what those channel options are and when they can be the most effective. We'll start with digital marketing. Digital marketing puts you on a wide range of placements throughout the entire internet. Third-party apps and websites, connected TVs, YouTube, and social media. The beauty of digital marketing is that you are able to target people based off of their behaviors online. The internet is constantly collecting so much data about each of us and probably knows a lot more about you than you think it does. With that being said, digital marketing is a super powerful tool to get your brand in front of the people who you want to reach. There's also a form of digital marketing that allows you to target specific locations, something that we call addressable geofencing. And it's most useful when you know that your target audience is within a certain geographic area. Digital marketing also includes search engine marketing, SEO, and pay-per-click. This is where, when people are actively searching for the solution that you provide, you're paying search engines to get at the top, and your website is optimized so that you organically rank higher if somebody else gets your spot in the bid. On social media, you can run paid advertisements and do boosted posts to reach your target audience, but it's also an excellent platform to build a following around your brand. It helps you to interact with your customers in ways that you can't really do on other platforms and build lasting relationships. If your target audience is very broad and your brand can help a lot of different people, more traditional channels like television or publication marketing, or maybe even radio or a billboard would work excellent for you. Another great marketing channel is email marketing. Email is an excellent way to engage with your current audience and your client base that you've already built. Email marketing can encourage referral growth as well as retention business. Another super powerful marketing channel is text message marketing. How often do you pick up your phone and check your notifications? When brands connect with their audience through text, it's very personalized, and you see a lot higher open rates on text message marketing compared to email marketing. Another awesome way to drive traffic to your website is through things like blogs and newsletters. These forms of marketing segment your brand as a very knowledgeable source and can attract the right people who are looking for the type of solution that you provide. You can also do event marketing by either sponsoring an event or putting on your own event. It helps to engage your audience and build brand awareness. Direct mail is also an excellent marketing channel that you can use. It allows you to target people based off of geographic location, and you can also pull consumer insights from large databases to get even more targeted on your consumers' interests, income levels, and other things. So we've talked about the importance of a marketing strategy, how to define your target audience, and where to reach them. Now let's talk about how to convey value and position your brand for success. Another very common marketing misconception is that branding equals logo. That's not the case. Branding is a holistic view of a company and should reflect everything within the walls and outside the walls of what that company provides and how they provide it. The major goal of effective branding is to create future opportunities for conversion and engagement with your audience. When branding is done effectively, it's very consistent, it's reliable, and it makes your brand visible. Effective branding relies on effective messaging. These are some things that you should be thinking about when creating an effective brand. What are your competitive advantages? What sets your company apart from all of the other companies who are trying to do the same thing? What are your brand's core values? What motivates you? What drives you? And what's the promise that you want your customers to believe about you? Another way to think of this is, what does your brand stand for? If your brand was a person, what type of moral values would it have? You want to take those competitive advantages and the things that your brand stands for and create a story that speaks to your audience. Another thing you want to keep in mind is, how are you going to persuade your audience? There's 3 methods of persuasion in the Greek triangle: ethos, pathos, and logos. Ethos is rooted in trust and credibility. Oftentimes, brands will use a celebrity or a very trusted icon that speaks on behalf of their brand. Pathos is the method of persuasion that uses passion and emotion. It's designed to tug on the heartstrings of the audience and instill an emotional feeling that attracts them to a brand. And logos is logic and reason. Logic and reason is when really you just let the product or service speak for itself. I'm going to link some examples below for you to see how different brands use these different methods of persuasion in effective messaging. So once you know how you want to message your brand, you need to be thinking about the tools that you need to put it all together and get it in front of your audience. These tools are things like website, social media content through photo and video, the use of graphic design, print collateral, advertisements, and more. Check out Ironside's website for more information about each of these tools. So now we've talked about uncovering who our audience is, what channels we're going to use to reach them, the type of messaging that we're going to use to speak to them and persuade them, and the kind of tools that we need to do so. So the next thing that we need to talk about is the marketing pipeline and how it relates to the sales journey. The marketing pipeline can be defined as the strategically aligned touchpoints that a company has with its customers throughout the sales funnel. The sales funnel is the journey that a customer takes from being completely unaware of a brand to being a paying, loyal customer that keeps coming back and sends referral business. Let's start with the marketing pipeline. We break this into 4 phases. We have awareness, opportunity, conversion, and retention. Awareness marketing is the foundation of a successful marketing campaign. It ensures that your brand has visibility, familiarity amongst your target market, and remains top of mind. In awareness marketing, you're marketing to people who may or may not have an identified need to the solution that you provide. An example of awareness marketing is really any form of paid media, where you're reaching a broad audience to develop an awareness about your brand. Opportunity marketing is a very powerful form of marketing because it's putting your brand in front of the people who have an identified need for the solution that you provide. An example of opportunity marketing is pay-per-click advertising on a search engine. So as people are actively searching for the solution you provide, you end up at the top of the search engine's results page. Conversion marketing is designed to win people over once they have engaged with your brand. An example of conversion marketing is having very clear calls to action on your website so customers know exactly what you want them to do when they're engaging with you. Another powerful form of conversion marketing is having a brand story video on your website that tells people the story of who you are and persuades them to want to work with you. Retention marketing is focusing marketing efforts on your existing client base, not only to keep them re-engaged with your brand and to keep your brand top of mind after they've already become paying customers, but it also helps you grow your referral business because it keeps people who are already loyal to you talking about you. An example of retention marketing is email blasts and newsletters that you send out to keep your current audience engaged with your brand. Piecing all of this together provides an exceptional customer experience that keeps your customers engaged with your brand, all the way from "I've never heard of you" to "I'm screaming from the top of the rooftops how much I love your brand." Like and subscribe for more expert marketing tips to help you boost your business.